Hey guys, Ellis here, coming at you with another episode of Scout Report. Today's episode will be on Rodrygo from Santos, as you can see from the thumbnail. And yeah, I hope you enjoy, and let's get into this. Alright, so as I said, this video is going to be on Rodrygo. He is a 17-year-old left winger who currently plays in the Brazilian league for Santos. Obviously, you know, I do this around talented youngsters, and I think from looking at the sort of match videos, as I do when I'm researching the players, for me this is probably the most this kid has the highest potential of any player I've done so far, hands down. I'll be comparing him today with Sadio Mane just because they're both playing on the same side. They're both quite quick, tricky players. So yeah. So Rodrygo this season. Obviously, because the Brazilian league acts differently to the European league, so he's only made 10 appearances this season so far, but that's only because I think their season starts with like April or May, so 10 appearances makes sense. However, in those 10 appearances, he's scored 5 goals and made 2 assists. So in 10 league appearances, he's made 7 goal involvements. For a 17-year-old, that is mental. Even in a Brazilian league, that is amazing. When you compare that to Mane has 10 goals, 7 assists in about 3 times as many games. So think about it. If Rodrygo played the same amount of games as Mane, times his stats by 3, Rodrygo could potentially be on 15 goals and 6 assists, which for any forward in any league is a great season at the age of 17. So yeah. All this means he averaged a goal involvement every 119 minutes. When you compare that to Mane, who was averaging one every 130 minutes. So he's actually got a better goal involvement rate than Sadio Mane. Admittedly, it is in a weaker league defensively, but still, you can't use the argument considering how young he is. I mean, 17. I'm pretty sure he only turned 16 in the past few months. Like, this kid's talented. He's made 4.4 dribbles per game, with 2.6 of those being successful, which is that's really, really high numbers. That'd be high numbers for a 28-year-old player in his prime, let alone a 17-year-old. But like Mane is averaging 3 dribbles per game with 1.9 being successful. So Mane is slightly more successful with his dribbles. And the fact he's got less to show the slightly more maturity of him being a left winger. He knows when to dribble and when not to dribble. And you can say with Rodrygo, he has high numbers because he is still, as I keep saying, 17. He's not as experienced. He's trying to take on every player. And a lot of the time, though, it is coming off for him. So you can't really give him too much shit for that. Rodrygo's averaging 1.2 key passes per game. And mine is averaging 1.7. So, yeah. So yeah, Mane is also Mane is also producing 1.7 key passes per game. I know it's a very similar numbers again. They're both, they're both creating almost a chance and a half to 2 chances per game. A key pass is a chance that is creating a goal scoring opportunity for a player, so it's in putting them 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. So if they're creating 1.5 key passes per game, that is a decent number. I mean, you look at Mane has been more of a creative force for Liverpool this season. Rodrygo only having half a key pass per game less shows the sort of level he is creatively. Rodrygo is only having 1.9 shots per game in the league, whereas Mane is having 2.8 shots per game. This is with 0.7 shots for Rodrygo are inside the box, whereas 1.7 of Mane's are inside the box. These shooting stats kind of tell me that as much as he's only having 1.9 shots per game, he has scored 5 goals. So his conversion rate is very high. And when you look at the fact that he's having less than half his shots from inside the box, He's scoring from range. He's still scoring from close in. He's still scoring inside the 18-yard box. But he's scoring from range as well. So when it comes to shooting, he has got it in his locker to ping a ball 30 yards into the top corner. So yeah. So Rodrygo, in my opinion, as I said in the intro, I do think he's probably the most talented player I've done so far in this series. I mean, I was watching videos of him, and the guy is just unreal. I mean, I was watching some of his highlights, and it's probably very early to say this, but it does remind me of watching Neymar back in like 2012 when he was at Santos. You know, it's Rodrygo, you're seeing him take on 3, 4, 5 players in one run and then trying to score, and at times he does do it, the same as what Neymar was doing at the same age. I can't really exaggerate, talk about how much he reminds me of Neymar. Just the way he plays, the tricks, he's very sort of light on his feet. He's got very quick feet as well, but he also looks so calm. You don't see it in young players, like young 18-year-old players, not 17-year-old players. But he's so calm on the ball. He knows that he's gonna beat the man he's running at. He's just got such a confidence at the age of 17. And I mean, his stats show that if he's having more shots from outside the box than he is inside the box, and is still scoring goals, that just shows the quality that this lad possesses. Because of all this quality, he has, I do believe it is finalised now, he has agreed to sign Real Madrid from Santos either this summer, January, or next summer. I'm not too sure on that. But the fee is believed to be £47 million, which is very high for a 17-year-old. But I mean, if he does go to Real Madrid, get game time, develop, he could be the next big. For me, he could be, you know, in 5, 6, 7 years, could be challenging Mbappe for the best player in the world. That is a big shout from me. And I'm not saying that is guaranteed. I'm not saying he will be that. I'm saying he could be that. He's that sort of a player. It all depends on how he does in Europe. For me, though, I do think this is the wrong move for Rodrygo. I've known about him sort of all year because I play a lot of Football Manager, and he's like the player you sign in Football Manager this season. But I was a bit disappointed with him going to Real Madrid, because as much as, you know, every South American wants to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona, that's well documented. But the issue is, if you go to Real Madrid, you don't play, you don't get the game time. Especially at the age of 17, you need that game time. I would have preferred, I would have preferred him to have stayed at Santos like Neymar did. If he'd have stayed at Santos another 4 years till he's the age of 21, developed, matured in his home league, in his home nation, and then went to Europe, he would be a better player. He will get more game time. If he was moving to Real Madrid at 21 after having five seasons at Santos, he'd be, you know, he would probably be similar level to Neymar's when he went to Barcelona back in 2015 or 14. You know, I think if he's going to Real Madrid now, he's going to get loaned out, probably back to Santos again. Then maybe the season after next, he'll be loaned to a lower league Spanish side, and then maybe after that, now he's 20, he'll be probably. For me, I can't see him getting into the first team. I think if he goes on loan to a Spanish team and absolutely does really well, he will get into the Real Madrid team. But I mean, Asensio, you look at Asensio. Asensio is probably the most talented player, bar Ronaldo, in that Real Madrid side for me, and he doesn't get consistent play time. So I can't see Rodrygo dethroning him at all. I think personally, I just think it's the wrong move at the wrong age for Rodrygo, especially to a club like Real Madrid. If he went to a Monaco or Barcelona, he might have developed a bit more. But that again, that is just my opinion. Real Madrid supporters, please don't give me shit, please. I know what you guys are like. But yeah, just to sort of have a conclusion, I do think he's a very good player, very high quality player. The way he moves with the ball, the way he dribbles is just a joy to behold. He's one of these players where as soon as he gets the ball, everyone in the stands is on their feet watching with like holding their breath, waiting to see what he's going to do. He's clinical, he's confident, he very possibly could be one of the best players in the world in 5, 6, 7 years, as I said. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed, guys. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, please leave a comment and subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure you click the notification bell. If you did enjoy as well, please share with your friends. It's the only way this channel is going to grow. Share with anyone you know who enjoys football, enjoys sort of detailed analysis of players. I guess that's probably a really closed amount of people, but you know, gotta try somehow. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.